Hello again. This is my favorite gospel. It is my favorite. Listen closely because this is Christianity in a tiny little package for you. Mark chapter 12, verses 28b through 34. One of the scribes came to Jesus and asked him, "Which is the first of all the commandments?" Jesus replied, "The first is this: Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is Lord alone. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength. The second is this: You shall love your neighbor as yourself. There is no other commandment greater than these." The scribe said to him, "Well said, teacher. You are right in saying he is one and there is no other than he, and to love him with all your heart, with all your understanding, with all your strength, and to love your neighbor as yourself is worth more than all the burnt offerings and sacrifices." And when Jesus saw that he answered with understanding, he said to him, "You are not far from the kingdom of God." And no one dared to ask him any more questions. He was being challenged at this time. Lots of people were set out to trip up Jesus, figure out a way, that we can actually kill him because of something that he did. And I love the 2 commandments because all of them boil down to the 2. The first 3 are all about God and loving thy one and only God. And the second is all about loving thy neighbor. And all of the 7 remaining 10 commandments are focused on that. So it's pretty simple, but not very easy to do. Think about it. God. Putting him the center of your life every day, all day. It's difficult for someone who doesn't have God in their life to think about God in their life all the time. So it's a process. And I'm coming out with a couple programs to help you get there. Because I too had a very different prayer life in the beginning of my journey in comparison to now. So I would love to help guide you along your way. And the loving thy neighbor as thyself, that also kind of comes from God. I've shared that I thought I was compassionate. I really did. I'm a nice person. I really care about people. I want them to succeed. But I was pretty judgmental. I really only kind of cared about the people that liked the stuff that I liked and agreed with what I agree with. But now I have to love everyone, no matter if I like them, agree with them, know them. That is what I'm called to do as a Christian. And it's not as easy as you would think, but when you build that relationship with God, he graces you with that love and compassion. So it becomes so much easier to see Jesus in everyone, to see the world through the eyes of your faith. So these 2 commandments, the greatest 2 commandments, are the way we all need to live. So this week, pray to God every day. See him around your life. And love everyone, especially those you don't agree with, you don't care for all that much, or that you don't know. All it takes is a smile at a grocery store to that clerk that might be having a pretty bad day. You have no idea the fruit that your kindness and generosity, love, and peace can bring to somebody. That's all you have to do this week. Every day for the rest of your life is pretty much the way you're supposed to live. But let's just give it this week a shot, right? Let's give it a shot this week and see if we can handle that. Alrighty, I can't wait to hear how you have changed somebody's life. Because I don't know about you, but someone one day came up to me and said a really nice compliment. And I just looked at them and said, "You have no idea how much that means to me at this moment." Because I was having a pretty rough morning. And that person turned it all around, and I didn't even know them. So remember these things when you see someone that you're, hey, that's a really nice hairdo, or that's a cool car, or what you just did to that child was amazing. Give them those compliments. They need to hear them. We all love to hear them. Don't just think it. I actually left a store and went back in the store to tell this girl who was checking me out through the through the line, not checking me out, but she was checking me out through with my groceries, and I just looked at her thinking, she is such a little cutie. Got all the way out to my car, unpacked the car, and I thought, why didn't I tell her that? So I went back in and I told her, and you should have seen her face. It's just little things like that, everyone. Just love everyone. And remember, keep God the center of your life. I know it's hard, but I'm going to help all of you that are kind of new to this game get through it, I promise. Stay tuned for more. Alrighty, have a blessed and inspired week. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.